2025 hasn't been a particularly special year for anime. Across most genres, the same tropes have been repeated again and again, similar worlds, familiar characters, and an endless wave of isekai that all starts to blend. But one anime managed to stand out from the masses. Whether it's the plot, the character design, the character development, or most importantly, the world building, everything about this series has been consistently impressive. As of making this video, the final episode is about to air, wrapping up its first season with 24 episodes. And that makes this the perfect time to talk about it. In this video, I will be breaking down the anime from every major aspect, ranking it piece by piece, and explaining why I believe it has the potential to become the next big hit and possibly a future masterpiece. So let's begin with one of the most important element of all, character design. One of the most important element of an anime is character design because it's often the first thing that sells a series, and this anime absolutely excels at it. The manga author does an exceptional job designing characters with distinct, odd, and unconventional appearances. Every character looks unique, instantly recognizable, and visually tied to the harsh world they live in. There is nothing generic here. The design feels raw, gritty, and expressive, perfectly matching the tone of the story. This alone makes the anime stand out visually and keeps it memorable. Number 2. Character development. Another crucial aspect of any great anime is character development, and this is where this series truly shines. Each character is given meaningful growth shaped by the brutal environment they live in and the choices they are forced to make. Their development feels natural, emotional, and earned rather than rushed or artificial. Because of this story doesn't just rely on action or visuals, it creates real emotional investment, making you care about the characters and what happens to them. Number 3. World building. One of the most important aspects of any entertainment medium, whether live action or animation, and this anime delivers one of the most unique and deliberately trashy world I have ever seen. Pun intended. The world in this anime is divided into two distinct realms. The ground, a society designed and controlled by the Earth's elite. The pit, a massive garbage abyss where all waste and unwanted people are thrown. Those living in the pit refer to the surface simply as the sphere, emphasizing the disconnect between the two worlds. The ground itself is divided into two social classes, much like reality. The rich, who live wealthy, sheltered, and spoiled lives. The poor, who struggle daily just to survive. The story follows Rudo, a boy born in the slums. His parents were killed under mysterious circumstances, leaving him trapped in this harsh environment. To survive, Rudo steals trash discarded by the rich, often broken but still valuable equipments. By fixing and reselling these items, he managed to earn money. However, this work is extremely dangerous. Anyone caught stealing is immediately thrown into the pit, which is essentially a death sentence. Rudo is not completely alone. He is taken in by Recto, a man who becomes his father figure. Rudo himself had lost his own father, who was thrown into the pit after being accused of a murder spree. Finding Rudo abandoned, Recto raises him, nurtures him, and becomes his guiding force in his life. When Rudo gets into trouble, Recto is always there to fix the mess and steer him back on the track. For a while, Rudo's life stabilizes until everything collapses. One day, Recto is murdered by a mysterious figure. When Rudo returns home and finds his guardian dying, he desperately tries to help, but before he can do anything, the law enforcement authorities arrive. The real murderer escapes, and Rudo is framed for the Recto's death. Without investigation or mercy, he is sentenced to be thrown into the pit. What happens after that is something you will have to experience for yourself. I won't spoil it, but the story that unfolds from this point is deeply engaging, thematically strong, and driven by brutal logic of its world. And honestly, this alone is more than enough to sell this anime. Number 4. Tone and themes. At its core, Gachiakuta is about the class divide in humanity, how people value their material wealth and how that shapes their lives. The more someone clings to their possessions, the stronger the connection and power those objects hold over them. This simple yet powerful idea drives this story, creating tension, conflict, and emotional stakes that keep you hooked. On top of that, there is a mysterious element with hidden motives and secrets that gradually unfolds, making this anime as intriguing as it is thought-provoking. Number 5. The art style. One of the things that make Gachiakuta so worth watching is its animation and unique art style. Even from the manga, you could tell it will look amazing, but the anime brings it to a whole new level. Studio Bones does an incredible job here. The fight scenes are smooth, dynamic, and intense, and even the CGI is blended in so well that you barely barely notice it. Everything feels fluid and impactful, making the action genuinely exciting to watch. Simply put, the animation isn't just good, it's impressive, thrilling, and big reason this anime stands out. And folks, I think this is just enough for this video. This anime is truly worth watching, and I thought making a video on this anime is a must. 2025 is about to end, and I will see you guys in a good and a hopeful 2026, which will hopefully be a banger year with so many great mangas getting adaptation and some of the great shows returning for a second season. So yeah, that's it and bye. See ya chums.